My full name is Maria Elena Carrisalez. Len is what they call me, Len, just Len. I was born and raised in San Antonio. I have always lived in San Antonio, and all my family is here or very close by, so I never wanted to leave. My favorite childhood memory. I remember running up the stairs to school when I was 2 years old. I verified it with my mom because I thought, that really happened, or was it a dream? But she said yes. She said yes. I was 2 years old when I went to school, and I got out of the car and just ran up the stairs without her. My favorite childhood memory is really just going camping with my family. My parents both worked full time and things, but we would go camping. We'd go to Gardner State Park and Marble Falls, and we'd camp out in a tent and be on an inner tube on the lake all day. So I loved it, and I still think about it. Who did I look up to as a child and why? My parents. My parents, because they both went to college as adults. They had us, decided they wanted to have more for us and for them, so they went to college. And so we would literally come home from school, eat, and all four of us would sit down, my mom, my dad, my sister, and I, and we all did our homework. So I grew up not where was I going to go to college. No, not if I was going to go to college, but where. And so both my parents were the first in their families to go to college. And it was during the time that it was not expected for a woman to go to college. So my mom was a little fireball, and she has told us stories that my dad did not want that. He wanted her to do the traditional Mexican type of lifestyle where he worked and she stayed home and did all the cooking and cleaning and raising the kids. And she said, I'm going to college. She said that when my dad saw the first paycheck, that he just about cried. So they're definitely both the people I look up to. Well, my favorite tradition from childhood really always come back to the summer vacation. My parents would pack us in a car for 2 weeks, and we would drive across the country to California, to Baltimore, and my dad would plan out every single thing. And so I got to see the whole United States because we would drive. He wanted us to actually stop along the way, see everything along the way, and see how other people lived, the way other people, their surroundings. So that is always just summer vacation. I knew I wanted to do something that had to do with being a counselor or a therapist or something. Then I worked at Laurel Ridge for 5 years, and I realized that I wanted to still do something with mental health and serving people, but I wanted to be able to be more productive where it was not too late. So I wanted to be able to teach children social skills and coping skills and how to tough through difficult situations. So it was not always the plan, but I'm glad I'm here. My mom being in education, I kind of got a little lost in what I don't want to be a therapist working with just adults or children. But so when I kind of lost what I wanted to do, her working and my mom working in education suggested go work in school. My best character trait, I think, is being responsible. I was raised to be very responsible, to follow through. If you said you were going to do something, that you do it. If you're expected to do something, that you do it. And even now, people come to me at the school and they know that if there's something they need, I'm going to figure out a way. I think my greatest success, because I work a lot, is being here at Washington. I've been here at Washington for 23 years, and that's kind of rare. Um, a lot of counselors move to different schools and different school districts, and so for me to be here for 23 years at the same school is, I think, an achievement. And I've been here long enough where the students coming in, their parents were students when I first came to the school. So I get the, you're still here. My greatest life lesson. I had to think about that for a minute. Uh, but it's, I thought about it, I wrote it down, and I said it's to show gratitude even when something is going wrong, because I have a lot in my life, and even when everything's going, bad and it's scary, and you think about what you do have and what others may have that's so much more worse, I think gratitude. Always have something to be grateful for. Definitely the cycle of crime. Just like I was saying earlier, um, when I've seen a lot of families and now their children are coming here, I've seen also the violence that and crime, that drug use that has gone through the family. And so that is what I think is the greatest challenge, is moving beyond the crime, and also challenge of the value of an education, being motivated to change the way maybe someone's family lives and change into something positive that's empowering for them, that will allow them to be successful. Biggest fear for the neighborhood is that things will not change, that things will continue to be negative, unsafe, just diminish. Details about the East Side. There are a lot of good people. The negative gets the attention, just like in the classroom at school. Students that are making poor choices and misbehaving get the most attention. And it's the same, I think, for the East Side. People tend to look at the negative, but there's so many good people, so many good families. You can see the respect that they teach their children. You can see the respect in them. You see a lot of really good qualities, and I am happy that they stay on the East Side, that they don't decide to just leave, but they stay rooted in their community, and that there are just truly a lot of good people. The neighborhood has definitely changed just from looking at it. The housing, there's new houses being built or renovated. There is less affordable housing. There's new businesses. So there's good and bad with it. Bad that kind of the character of the East Side changes, right? And good that, I think at some point change can be good. New, renovating, moving away from some of the dilapidated houses and vacant houses, that needs to change. So some of it's good. The one piece of advice, which can be hard for youth and adults alike, is not to make that second decision, that impulsive 60-second decision that can impact the rest of your life for the negative.